What's up guys, I hope everyone's doing well today. We kicked the first half of the Blast Bounty with FURIA absolutely outclassing Big in a brutal 2-0 and MOUZ taking down OG in a full 3-map brawl that ended in dominance. We had clutch meltdowns and even some LAN bootcamp vibes from MOUZ. Stick around because there's plenty to unpack from both series. Don't forget to like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get straight into it. Alright, first up we had Furia versus Big, and yeah, this one was rough if you're a Big fan. Furia showed up, locked in, and basically ran the show from start to finish. Map 1 was Inferno, and right out of the gate, Furia came flying. 6-0 start, and they were just suffocating Big. They closed the half up 10-2, including this really unfortunate misplay from Hyped, missing an absolute sitter of an op shot post-plant B, which summed up the day for them, honestly. The game felt over after that. There was a sick 3K from Molodoy on B in round 4, and Big didn't even get their first round until round 7. But the highlight moment, a 2v5, a 4K, which we're looking at from Quesarato, that gave Furia a match point. And it was so brutal. Tabson literally walked away from his setup. That's how cooked they were. Fallen, Quesarato, and Molodoy were all cooking. It wasn't just dominant; it was embarrassing from Big. Even with Furia in form, this looked bad. But I hope Big bounce from this in a good way. And then we move on to map 2. Map 2 was Dust 2, and again Furia win both pistols. Another 6-0 start, starting strong, but Big started showing signs of life, with Crimbo getting this 3k on B that helped Big grab their third round, and eventually ending the half 8-4. But Big did continue to keep fighting, even making it 10-8 and closing the gap by 2 rounds. One round that did stand out though was this round that we're looking at right here. Molodoy in a 1v1 against Crimbo. Molodoy plants and mollies the bomb. Crimbo had the smoke to counter that exact molly, but smokes short instead and ends up dying in the flames. I mean, it was a massive misplay, and then after that, Fallen drops a 3k in round 19, just stomping on any momentum Big had left. Overall, Big were constantly throwing away man advantages, and even when they looked like they were bouncing back, Furia just slammed the door shut. Another clean 2-0 for the Brazilians, and Big are going to need to have some tough conversations after this one. And they go home. Alright, let's talk about MOUZ versus OG. And yeah, this one had some life early on, but MOUZ came out on top with a confident 2-1 win. Quick shout out first as well. MOUZ actually treated this like a real LAN match. They set up at the MOUZ HQ with a full on-site environment and even opened it up for the public to watch. So some real vibes from MOUZ right there. But yeah, starting with map 1, which was Nuke, and it started well for MOUZ. They took both pistols, with Torzi securing a 1v3 early right here, and were up 5-1 at one point. But it still wasn't enough, and OG clawed their way back thanks to back-to-back clutches from Spooky. He had a 1v2 post-plant in round 7, another 1v1 straight after, and then another 1v2 clutch to tie things up at 5-5. Just constant impact. And then they eventually ended the half 6-6. And then going into the second half, MOUZ started up hot, going up 9-6, but then OG completely flipped it. Adam B grabbed a big 3k on A late in the half, and even though MOUZ looked in control, OG stole the map. They took 7 rounds straight to win it 13-9 in dominant fashion. And then we move on to map 2. And this was Inferno, and it really wasn't even close. MOUZ won both pistols again, stormed out to a 6-0 lead, and shut the half down 11-1. It was pure dominance. The only real highlight from OG was a 3k from Prison to stop the bleeding and make it 6-1, but by then the map was already spiraling. Zertian led the charge this time, full control, no drama, and a 13-2 stomp to tie the series. And then we had map 3, which was Mirage, pretty lackluster. OG started well, they won the pistol and went up 3-0, but MOUZ responded with 5 straight rounds and ended the half up 8-4. OG came out swinging again with a nice 3k from Nico Doz in the second pistol, but then MOUZ won a brutal force buy that completely shattered OG's economy, and from there it was one-way traffic. Zertian was dominant, especially on the T side, and OG just had no answer. MOUZ were locking down mid, and Krisen and Arrows Dossi, I think that's how you say his name, completely disappeared in that final map when OG needed them the most. So yeah, clean win from MOUZ. They secure that bounty and they move forward with real momentum. And yeah, tough one for OG. I mean, especially when you look at this scoreboard. Arrows, Dossi, and Krisen having a really, really rough series there, while all of MOUZ pretty much dominated apart from Brolin, but it is what it is. So that's all for the first half of today's Blast Bounties recap. I will be covering the last two of the day, so don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.